Guys, I found it. This is it. The Greece that we all imagine. Tiny villages, whitewashed houses, empty sandy beaches, and crystal clear blue waters. This little island that no one talks about is paradise. I'm Linda, and at 33, I decided to sell everything to travel the world and live my bucket list. Adulthood hasn't really been the same since. We drove 5 hours south of Athens, waited an hour for a small ferry at a port that lacked any structure, just to end up somewhere with probably the worst Wi-Fi connection in the whole of Greece. Why? Because we found an island no one talks about, but should. Welcome to Elafonisos, Greece, a small island that's only about 19 square kilometers in size and sits between the Peloponnese and Kythera. Life seems to move slower here. Even though you can see the mainland, it's as if the 10-minute ferry ride transports you back in time to the simple, quaint, and quiet Greece that we so often dream of visiting. The locals all know and greet each other. The fishermen spend their afternoons prepping their bait. And it seems that now, after the visitors of summer have gone, cats largely outnumber the locals. Now, in order to get here, you've got a couple of options. The best one is to drive, because basically it's about 5 hours south of Athens, and then you'll take a small ferry, which is 11 euros with a car, or just €1 per person if you've taken a bus, which is the other option. You take the bus from Athens, you'll have to change in Sparta most likely, and then you get to a town called Neapoli, from where you'll have to take a taxi to the port, which is called Porto, and then you can take the ferry across to come to the island. On the island, I would definitely recommend having a car. While the town is super walkable, in order to get to the various beaches, you definitely need a car, but you can also rent that on the island. You can rent a car or a scooter or whatever else. So all the options are here for you. It's a really, really cute island. I don't know why I'm walking backwards, by the way. I have absolutely no idea. Oh, I just lost my shoe too. Wow, it's a disaster. It's early. I was up really early this morning, taking some photographs and stuff. But yeah, so here you go. We timed our arrival perfectly for the end of season. The 3,000 daily visitors this tiny island sees during the peak of summer has been reduced to a population of about 300. And that meant the miles of sandy beaches were so empty, you'd never have to share a moment with a stranger. So there are two main beaches on this island. The most famous one is called Simos Beach, and then there's this one, which I cannot remember the name of, so I'm gonna put that on the screen for you. Right now it's October, and as you can see, this beach is basically empty, and it is still like 25 to 30 degrees every day. Absolutely perfect. Best of all, what's really sought after in Greece are those sand beaches, because a lot of the really nice beaches are pebble beaches, which aren't quite as nice. And yeah, here you've got that. But even in high season, the tourist infrastructure just isn't really the same here. It's not like your, beach bars blaring music and chairs and umbrellas everywhere, being served cocktails on the beach. That just doesn't really, it's not that kind of place. So if that's what you're looking for, this probably isn't for you. If you're looking for kind of a quiet getaway, then this place is perfect. And honestly, I wish I had my underwater stuff with me, like a GoPro or my underwater kit, because this water is insane. It's so clear. It's like a swimming pool. You think it's super shallow in places, but then it goes super deep. Wow, that was that's what she said joke right there. Before we go, make sure you join the Adventurous Adulthood by hitting subscribe and that notification bell to find out about more off the beaten path incredible, unique, and amazing places like this one. Let's head to Simos Beach, the most famous one. And welcome to Simos Beach. Basically, same thing, massive empty stretch of beach with some beautiful, beautiful water. This beach actually extends really far, so it keeps going that way, and then you see that little island there. You can take a walk there, and then it actually continues even on the other side. So there's lots and lots of beach space here to pick from, to get your own little corner of summer paradise. One thing to note here is that these beaches are nude friendly, so just, you know, be prepared for that. For me, it's places like this that offer the most Insta-worthy moments, even if it was surprisingly more expensive than the usual sat-out destinations here in Greece. While getting here isn't very expensive, staying on the island is actually quite pricey. I mean, we're out of season, and basically the better options I've found are about 50 euros per night. My camera's about to fall. And in terms of food here, it is pretty pricey, but it's actually really amazing food, and you know, fresh fish, fresh seafood. I mean, every meal that we've had has been really great, but it is pricier. Oh my gosh, this camera. So yes, it's not cheap, it's not easy, but as with everything in life, the good things are worth that bit of extra effort, which is why we should always continue to stray off the beaten path. Until next time, be good to one another, be good to our planet, and keep adventuring.